struggling with prop firms?
Hey guys, my name is Don Aslam. Welcome to my channel again. Today we're going to be speaking about what it takes to pass these prop firms that have such a high failure rate. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe. And this is my 50k account, which I purchased on the 8th of August on with funding pips, and obviously this was phase 1 that I passed. I believe I passed it within 2 days. Yeah, I placed about 6 trades in 1 day. Actually, I think I passed in about the profit target was only 8%, so I passed it within 1 day. Actually, placed 6 trades in 1 day and passed phase 1. If you can see here, my average loss was about 128, average win 1100, so almost 1 to 10. But this was with Euro USD. If I just show you here, all trades taken on the 8th of August. Okay, my biggest wins, you can see here 3,000. Smallest loss was $27, 500, 500, and then 230, and then 326. But now the strategy I use right now, this was on Euro USD. I think it shows as well. Yeah, Euro USD symbol. Euro versus dollar. Now I just trade a GJ. I just understand it a lot better. I think it suits my strategy better and my personality. So okay, past one of the phases. I believe I've passed phase 2 as well. But yeah. So anyways, okay. So what it takes to pass these so-called impossible prop firms. It's basically as simple as it might sound. Okay, first of all, let's go over this. 80 to 95% people fail prop firms. Some even I heard once someone even spent about $150,000. And now with the obviously you can see here I have a small risk, very small risk, and compared to my gains were for a 50k account. I was making 1% gain here, 1% gain here, and this was a 6% gain here. But my risk here was $27 on a 50k account, which was very small. On this trade it was $230 again, which was 0.5%, and in return I was making 1%, 1%, and then 6%. Placed 6 trades and completed phase 1 in 1 day. But how? Okay, strategy, yes, it's definitely a huge factor, but then I think most importantly psychology plays a very big role as well. That is very, very underrated, not given enough emphasis on. A lot of people just think that if we just have a good strategy, and don't get me wrong, it's obviously a good trading strategy does help. If you don't have a good strategy, then where you're gonna get the good psychology from. But I think this is the mindset that you approach these. This is TradeZeller. I use a trading journal. I don't use it for journaling. I just use it to put down whatever's in my mind. So example, rule number 1: always have a trading plan. I've got this here, okay, what the pros use and the loser mentality. I always like to come here just to have a quick read before I start my day. Before I trade, I only place 1 trade per day. We'll go into that. Okay, so rule number one: always have a trading plan. Now, sounds a bit boring. A lot of people don't do this. I think they do this, but there's correct ways of doing this and wrong ways of doing this. Having always using a trading plan is the difference between you failing a prop firm challenge or passing one. I think in this sense, okay, like even mine, I have my trading plan written on the wall that I can see in front of my monitors. I have one that's written and that is in front of me on my desk, computer desk. So it tells me exactly how I enter, when I have to enter, what I'm looking for, and how I should enter. So when I so that's why I before I enter, I do my chart analysis. Now it takes about 5 minutes. Before it used to take hours, but as I got more comfortable with the markets, I started to speed up my analysis and take the trades at the right time. So sniper entries. Rule number 2: treat your trading like a business. It's not some kind of just like, okay, I'm going to place trades here, I'll trade I'll trade today, I won't trade tomorrow, take the day off the day after as well, or take one trade and not trade for a week. No, just the way you would treat any business that you owned, you should treat this exactly the same way. You should approach with it full time. Like I say, you're not as a hobby or a job. If it's appreciated like a hobby, then obviously there's no real commitment to learning. If it's a job, it can be frustrating because there's no regular paycheck, and that's the truth about trading. You might get paid out one week and you might not get paid out the next, but if your payout's big enough, it can cover you for the next few months. That's the whole trick behind it. Rule number 3: use technology to your advantage. I mean, with obviously we have computers in forex. I would never recommend trading on a mobile phone. Well, some people even trade on a mobile phone. I personally only try to trade on a computer. Since I got a computer, my trading elevated, and always have a high speed internet connection. That can make all the difference. If you have a laggy internet connection, your trade entry is going to be slow. You might miss out on the position that you had originally wanted. You might get stopped out, and in reality, if you would have entered earlier because of a good internet connection, that would have never been the case, and you would have saved your money. Rule number 4: protect your trading capital. Now, okay, a lot of things come into this in my eyes. Risk to reward, but number 1 has to be money management. Sometimes what I do is, when I place a trade, 1% trade, depending on where price is, I'll even set my stop to 0.5%, but not break even. As Mark Douglas says, offer of trading in the zone. If you move your price to break even, then it's like you've never really accepted your you've never 100% accepted your risk. So which means that you were never confident in the trade that you entered in the first place. So I would always say, protect your capital by having a good risk to reward, a big enough risk to reward which will just give you longevity in the game, in trading. And always use a stop loss. That's the best way to start. Also protect your capital, always use stop loss. Rule number 5: become a student of the markets. Study, but it's the quality of study you do, not the amount of hours. Obviously, if you're staring at the charts for non-stop, you have to put in the work, obviously, but it's the quality of work that you put in as well. You don't just stare at the charts for 10 hours non-stop. That's not the way to go about it. Rule number 6: risk only what you can afford to lose. So I risk 1%. That's only, but with the prop firm, that's 10% of the account. So because of my reward compared to my risk, my profits are I use 1 to 10. So I still use, if I was to even risk 0.5%, I'll make 5% in return because of 1 to 10 strategy. So Again, some people risk maybe 2%, 3% with prop firms. I even know one, I seen an interview where someone wanted to it risks normally 4% per trade, and if he passes, great. If he doesn't, he'll just buy another challenge. I don't really, I'm not a fan of that style of trading. I think maybe by the time you come to a funded account, you start risking 1% or something, but still, I think one bad habit just leads on to another. Rule number 7, develop a methodology based on facts. So basically, taking the time to develop a sound trading methodology is worth the effort. Traders who are not in a hurry to learn typically have an easier time sifting through all the information available on the internet. So if you consider this, if you start a new career, more than likely you would need to study at college or university for at least a year or two before you were qualified to even apply for a position in the new field. Learning how to trade demands at least the same amount of time, fact-driven research and study. And rule number 8, always use a stop loss. I never ever trade without stop loss, never. Again, that comes back to protect your capital. Always use a stop loss. If you don't use a stop loss, then you can have a chance of blowing 100% of your account. So with prop firms, I would always recommend, even on a personal account, always use stop loss. Rule number 9, know when to stop trading. So I only place one trade. This used to be one of my biggest enemies, over trading. Now I only place one trade and I'm done for the day, win or lose. And obviously, if I only take there's 10 trades with prop firms, if I take 1% trade for the day, that's 10 days I have to lose in a row. With my strategy, maximum lost is about 5 in a row, which only happened once in 3 years. Maximum 3 to 4 losses I have had, and the rest just covers. So always know when to back out. Rule number 10, keep trading in perspective. So stay focused on the bigger picture when trading. A losing trade should not surprise you. Again, if you come back to risk to reward, and then it's all about game of probability. So I have these 4 rules. I call them the 4 ones. 1% risk, 1 currency trading pair, trading instrument, 1 trading session, and 1 trade for the day, and 1% risk. So altogether that's 4, and I strongly stand by that. And I just pass prop firms. So there's more here. Habits of a winning trader. Winning traders regularly review and evaluate their trading performances. Always look back on your trades. Winning traders are flexible. They ain't ego invested in their trades. They're able to always view the market objectively and easily cast aside trade ideas that ain't working. So know where you're going wrong, and when next time you come to the markets, know what you did last time wrong, and this time try to execute a better trade than last time. And winning traders do not hesitate to risk money when they see a genuine profit opportunity. So you don't be scared when money's on the when you place the trade. You don't be scared while you're doing your chart analysis. Just be like a robot, motionless, simple as. This is basically what I look at almost every day, pretty much every day. And then I place my trade, one trade. I do all this just for one trade. Set realistic goals, build a sound trading strategy, and have a total faith in it. So track your performance of your previous trade strategy. I'll give you an example. This is 519. Let's see if I can zoom in this more. This is 519 trade. Now we're in the weekend, so if you and this goes all the way back to trade number 1 to December 2021. So coming back to this, I mean, if you bottom line, if I had to break it down, so what it takes to be a profitable trader with these prop firms, having a strategy, of course, number one. But if you do have a strategy that works, that you and you have belief in it, you've got to see what the pro traders are doing right, and you got to copy what they're doing. You've got to I mean, I'm in a phase 2 right now of another account. You've got to and this is the mindset I have. In the beginning it was hard for me to do that, create this mindset, but eventually a time will come when it'll just like click like a light bulb moment, and you'll just naturally do it. You have to know what the risks are. You have to know that what's at stake. You have an opportunity to change your family's lives, your own life, and I mean, so my advice would be always to know what your risks are, set your stop losses, trade once or twice maximum for the day, risk only 0.5% or 1% for the day. Know your trading session, only trade in one trading session, don't trade in more than one trading session. Get used to your currency trading instrument. Put the hours in, put the weeks in, put the months in. Some people can even take years. Do quality of study. Know how to study, not just study. You have to know how to study as well. The quality of your studying should be high, should be very good, not just a big waste of time. Other than that, that's all it'll be. So I mean, these videos right now I'm creating, I'm new to all this, so there will be mistakes made and all that, but I'm just getting better and better video by video. For now, I hope this video provides some value, and I'll be bringing out more videos. Thank you very much for watching once again. Hit that like and subscribe, and hope to see you next time. Take care. I'm out.